Hello everybody, I want to welcome you back to another video. Today we're at the Sandhills Antique Farm Equipment Spring Show. This is our first time being here, but it looks like a good show, so hope you enjoy the video. This is the featured tractor, a 1948 Farmall Super A. And boy, is that a nice
one. Look at how Ronnie has this engine set up. He doesn't have a generic radiator like you would see on a motor nowadays. He has a big barrel that has the water in it, and as it pulls it into the motor, it kind of cools the engine down, comes out and brings it down and puts it out the top. You see all the steam coming off of it. Let it come out like that.
Got a Fortune, a 3-cylinder diesel. Haven't seen too many of them around. Pretty good, original looking H, you know.
Really that car and the enclosed radiator does nowadays, but you get to see kind of the concept on the external of how it cycles in and out of the engine as it goes.
4160. Couple 2-cylinders here. On the other side there's some cars, and I'll come back through with them in a few minutes here. Here's a Farmall 656 gas burner, of course. Carson done said we need one of these. Now, of course, I have different opinions. I'd rather have that 1650, but you know, if we all like the same stuff, it'd be a boring world. So, nicely restored Ford here. I forget what that'd be, a 691 maybe. Not sure. Little 8 in here. Ford 3000 with the finish mower on it. Little Super A with a front end loader. And I imagine it would take forever to get anything done with that. It's probably a slow operation. You're not gonna be in no hurry with that. Little B here. I've never seen one of these before. It's a little 2-cylinder diesel. I'm not sure if this is like a Fiat design tractor or something. Somebody will probably know more about it. I must say it's definitely a foreign tractor though. It's probably got a unique sound to it when it's running. Then a Super C, or not a Super C, a regular C. Well, here's an old combine. Pull behind. Then here's a corn picker. Gasoline engine. I guess that probably like a Wisconsin or maybe a Clinton, Kohler. Briggs and Stratton. I was dancing around it. I think a lot of these old gas-powered implements, though, I think they did use Wisconsin engines a lot. I'll come up and we'll go down that road next. It's right here is what I'm talking about. Screaming Detroit right there.
And then they'll go around the demonstration. And at 2:45, if they want to see the parade of power. Thank you for supporting us. Good. Hang out and see some of the ice cream man up still looking.
Well, we'll start here on this front row. Got a little cub here. Got the pedal extensions for the youngin. And the M. Super A. Good old 140 here. We got one like this. Need to get that thing out of running again. You can hear that Detroit over there. That's a wonderful sound, you know what? This is Craig's, who has the cub barn. This is one of his cubs, and it's got the cement mixer on the back. That's a really nice piece. There is another cement mixer here on a trailer, but I don't think it's for a cub. And of course, here are some of the implements: corn picker, two middle busters, the drawbar mount, and the or I don't know if it's a drawbar mount, and then the fast hitch, the scoop, 2 scoops, and a plow. And then here's some other stuff for milking cows. There's a B, a 1010. Don't see a whole lot of them. Another Super A back there. WD. Gotta keep that moisture out. Here's a WD 45 with a 3-bottom plow behind it. I'd like to hear that thing plowing some ground. A little 318 with a mower deck and a front plow. I guess that's because these have dual hydraulics, so I think that's how that works. 140. Clear Track, that was from Oliver. Well, Oliver bought them out. I think they bought them out or merged. They merged, that's right. But it may have been after that one was made. There's a Panzer, a Ferguson, and another Cub. Well, one more thing on this Clear Track. I really like this sign because it's very true. Anytime a camera's on or anytime somebody's watching, you just don't seem like you can get the things to start. But the moment somebody but the minute it's just you there, they'll just fire the first lick. I'm gonna get some of these cars in here. There's old Chevrolet, a Dodge, or a Plymouth. I'm not real sure, to be honest. Dodge, yeah, Dodge. Then this right here, the Packard, 46 Packard. That's a thing of beauty right there. They sure don't make them like they used to. And if I remember right, these were a straight 8. Yeah. The blame head on that thing's probably bigger than well, it's a flathead, so. The block on that track, probably 3 of them will be 3-cylinder engines, and these new cars still wouldn't be nice as that. There's a little El Camino, little Ford here. Nice little car there. If I wasn't collecting tractors, I'd probably be collecting these, because I really, because I don't talk about it much on this channel, but I really love old cars. I could spend all day at a car show, no bigger than what they got in this row, I think. Which there's quite a few here today. Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore, and it's a shame. Of course, if you get in a wreck, that steering column's going right through your head, but you know what? You'll have a. It's just a beautiful car, you know that. Here's a GTO. The Studelac. Pretty neat conversion. Might got some money in that. Little 60 over there getting started up. I assume it's still a 6-volt system on that. The way it's sounding cranking up. But you know what? Sometimes it still gets the job done. I would love to have one of them 60s. Of Carson don't like them because he just don't like them, but I would love to have one of them, especially about, you know, raking hay or just having one for fun. It's like coming in like a 454 or something. Really nice Ford here. I love this dark green color. I'm not sure if it's an original color, but I really like it. Looks like it's got rims off of a 90s model, but they fit the truck perfect. 390. Yeah, that's a sweet pickup right there.
Yeah, I noticed they were working up our
And got some more cars here. A Bug, a Monte Carlo, an S10. Oh, C10, a Ford. Can't tell if that's a Galaxy or, yeah, Galaxy. And you think that's big, they made a lot bigger than that. Back in 1972 and 1973, Chrysler had a car called the Imperial, and that's still the longest production car ever made. I'll put the link in on the screen. People say Cadillacs are big, but that thing's long enough to get a speeding ticket in 3 counties. And a bunch of the old stuff here. I like to hear these run because they're just quiet and simple. I wouldn't mind having one. I was wrong, 574. Yep, and here comes a little international pickup behind me. This is what they call the Sandhills Heritage Museum. Got a bunch of old farm equipment. And this is the kind of building I need. We've got all kind of horse stuff and toys and just tractor memorabilia in general. We could fill one of these up, I think. Probably have stuff sitting outside. Those old books. I love that clock right there. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we can fill one of these buildings up, I believe. That's a cheap cultivator or road maker or whatever. Wooden pegs. Cheapest kind right there. High as everything's getting, maybe what we have to start using it again. Yeah. We'll come out here and look at these lawnmowers, and then we'll swing back around here in a minute. And these are some really nice ones here. Both of them have a sleeve hitch on them. I had the opportunity to buy one of these that didn't last year. Had a tiller on it, but I just didn't. It was so cheap by the time I got back around there, it done sold. So some stuff's meant to be, sometimes it's not. But, which that was before I had 2 other Cub Cadets at Carson's. And I was gonna have him go in halves, but he wanted to buy a Cub Cadet, so that's how that goes. I'll find one of them sometime. Little Giant. Some of these look like more pulling tractors. There's a push blade, we've got one of them. And I'd like to have this cart. I need to make me one if nothing else. And here's a few Cub Cadets. There's a B. Another Cub, which that's the only one I've seen like this today. So there's a D10, a G. That tank Assuming they use this for spraying, which it would help anyway, because put some weight on the front end, because I'm sure that's a very back heavy tractor. 110 made in narrow front and a B. Almost thought that was an H. Look kind of smaller than some of the other ones. A couple more tractors here. I'd like to have one of them LAs. They're pretty unique little machines. On that side, there's some more garden tractors, some Sears and some Cub Cadets. Here's the International row. 3 Cubs, and all of them are square hoods. Who would have thought? Of course, this one's mine. It's the shabbiest of the bunch, but we'll fix that eventually. Might try to paint it this spring or summer or something. We'll get it fixed up looking better. 140, and then another Cub. We've been going to the 100 Years of Progress show for a couple years now. And this one always sits kind of near one of the walkways. And I've always looked at it, and I've always liked it. And I hope they get it running again. Well, they got it running again. It sounds just as good as I believe it can. There just ain't nothing like a Detroit. There's a 66. Another one I've looked at for years, and it's good to see them out being used. Of course, that little 75, neat machine right there.
This is the biggest scale one, and Johnny's background, and this is it.